What's going on, guys? Today I want to tell you about this graphics card right here. This is the XFX 7900 Golden Rabbit Edition, or GRE. So let's go ahead and take a look. If you're wondering how this card might be different than a 7900 XT, it's essentially a cut down version. So we have 80 compute units and we only have 16 gigabytes of VRAM. Now, as we take a closer look at the card here, if you're wondering about the actual length of the card, it's going to be 335 millimeters. So definitely keep that in mind when you're doing your build. And as you can see, it's not necessarily a super thick card. It's about like 2.1, 2.2 slot. So it's not going to be something really thick like a 2.7 or 3 slot card, which is definitely nice because a lot of these newer cards are like 3.5 slots sometimes. So it's nice that we have a sort of thinner card here. Now, when it comes to the cooling solution, we have a triple fan cooling solution where the center fan is a bit smaller than the outer two fans. And then we have that black shroud. Now, on the back here, we have a full cover metal backplate. This is metal, it's not plastic or anything like that. And it does have the pass-through cooling right here towards the end because the PCB ends about right here. So you have nice pass-through cooling here. And of course, we can see that, thicker heatsink with multiple heat pipes. And the cooling on this card is actually pretty good. It kept it nice and cool in our testing, and the fans weren't crazy loud or anything like that. Now, on this side, of course, we can see the Radeon logo and the XFX logo, but there is no RGB lighting on this card at all. So no lighting on the side, no lighting on the fans. It's kind of just a plain Jane card, and I think a lot of people will actually like that. For our power connections here, you can see we have dual 8-pin PCI Express power connectors, and they are like in a cutout here, which makes it really easy to access them, but you don't have to worry about adapters or anything like that. It's your classic dual 8-pin PCI Express, so nice to go ahead and have that there. And then for our connections, and again, you can see just how thin this card is, just going over that 2 slot just a little bit, but we have 3 DisplayPort and a single HDMI. When it comes to performance, I think this is going to be a very solid 1440p card. Now, we ran this card through our 7 game test, which is pretty much running the games standard without any FSR or anything like that. And at 1440p, we averaged around 127 FPS through those 7 games. And we even ran this card at 4K, and we were still able to get over 60 FPS. But I think that if you're running games at 4K with this card, you're gonna, want to enable things like FSR, and you're gonna want to maybe turn a few settings down. But I think if you're gaming at 1080 or 1440, you're gonna be really satisfied with the performance of this card. Just at 4K, like I said, you may have to turn some settings down or really make use of FSR. But if you are looking for a solid 1440p graphics card, this is one that I would definitely recommend.